Hey guys, your average reviews here. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day or evening. Today I'm here with the Sofirn SC21 and the SC21 Pro. First off, I do want to start off by saying it is one of my favorite EDC flashlights, or at least flashlight sizes, because it does fit in this fifth pocket quite well, leaving the rest of your jean pocket accessible. It's the same reason I really like the TS10. However, I'll talk about this flashlight in a different video. Today we'll just stay focused on the SC21 and the SC21 Pro. As you can see, I do have 4 examples in front of me, 2 of them being black, this one is green, and then the SC21 Pro being the red. So let me go ahead and get these jeans out of the way. So the SC21 Pro and the normal SC21 both have the side button to turn it on and off. There's no tail switch. It does have the magnetic tail, so you can stick it to things and go hand-free, which is really nice. The other nice thing about it is it does come with the dual direction pocket clip and built-in USB-C charging, so you don't have to remove the battery to charge it. I like flashlights that have that just because you're not constantly unscrewing and screwing it back on just to charge the battery, and you don't have to bring, a secondary charger with you or anything like that. The difference between the SC21 Pro and the normal SC21 is this has Android 2, which in my opinion, I love it just because of the amount of things you can do: candlelight mode, lightning mode, sunset mode, and you can have the flashlight turn off automatically. You can customize all the brightnesses. Everything is just so customizable. So I do really like that. I'll go ahead and give you an idea of what the light looks like on here. First, I do want to say I have it locked currently, and when it's locked and you push the button, you get the moonlight mode, which is very dim, as you can see. It doesn't blind you. It's really nice at nighttime for, you won't see it here because I have lights on, but it's really nice to see things up close or just spot something really quick without blinding you or the person you're trying to check on sleeping or whatever. The SC21 I have over here, let me see if it's unlocked. It is in 2700 Kelvin, so you can get an idea of what that tint looks like. And I currently have it in step mode, so this is the low, the medium, and the high, and then double click for turbo. And the other 2 I have here are, I believe, 5000 Kelvin or 6500 Kelvin, and they are quite bright. Let me unlock this guy. So this is, I believe, in step mode, so I'll just go through all the steps in one go. And then turbo. It looks a lot brighter off the wall, I think. So do that again. Let's do them side by side. So you can see the color difference there. This is a lot warmer, obviously, because it's 2700 Kelvin. I did all my testing with temperatures and voltages with the Pro version, just so I could give you guys a good reading, because I do think the Pro version is the way to go. The customizability is just outstanding. So on turbo, I forgot to mention, there's one color I don't own, which is the blue. And I also did change my testing a little bit. Instead of doing the temperature and voltage reading, well, I guess just the temperature reading after the 5 minutes, I did a consistent temperature reading throughout the 5 minutes and recorded the maximum temperature in that time span, because it does temperature control quite a lot in that 5 minutes. So on turbo, I got 49.4 degrees Celsius or 120.0 degrees Fahrenheit, and the battery was at 3.9 volts. On high, it actually read higher, which was 50.1 degrees Celsius or 122.2 degrees Fahrenheit. It is only 1.2 degrees Fahrenheit difference, but what I found weird was the voltage was 3.89, and it fluctuated eventually back to 3.9 on my meter. So using on high was hotter, and the battery ended up the same. So I don't know what's going on there. I think the temperature control on turbo just brings it down to high quite a lot. It is a very floody beam. I don't know how all this will show up on camera. Maybe if I hold it, you can see the beam goes quite a ways away from, I'm only holding about a foot off the table, and it's going almost across this whole table, but it does have this nice wide hot spot. So it is really nice to use around if you're doing something in, I don't know, a cabinet, something like that. It is very bright too. I remember when I was at the beach, I would clip this onto my hat using the clip this way, and it's not exactly an ideal flashlight for that because the beam is quite wide. People were commenting, wow, that's a really bright light. What light is that? So, I mean, I do really like it. I'll go through the prices here. On Sofirn's original website, it's a little confusing because there's a few listings for the SC21, and I think maybe one or two for the Pro, but it fluctuates between $22.99 to $26.99 with or without the battery. I believe, let me see, with the battery, I saw it at $24.99 and yeah, $26.99. So without, it was on the lower end of like $22.99. And this diffuser here, which I really like, it doesn't quite fit perfectly. I think I might have grabbed the wrong one, but the idea is, you know, you turn it on. No, actually this is the right one. It's just a loose fit because I had it on for so long on a different flashlight. You can turn it on, and so I like to do candle mode. Let me turn that down so maybe you can see, and it'll kind of flicker like a candle, and then you can set a timer. And this was only like $1.79. I think maybe the weird thing is you buy the SC31 diffuser and it fits on the SC21 pretty well. As you can see, it's not a perfect fit, but it fits. And I did have it sitting on the SC21 for a while, so like I said, I think the fit got a little bit looser, unfortunately. And on AliExpress, the flashlight without the battery was $23.99, and the non-pro version, that was for the SC21 Pro, and then the non-pro version was $22.74. And with the battery, it was, the normal one was, oh, I'm sorry, I'm getting confused. The Pro version was $25.99, and the non-Pro was $24.49. So I do think the Pro is worth the extra, you know, dollar to, what is it? It's like $1.50. So I think it's worth it, especially with the battery. And on Amazon, it was, the most expensive, but again, the quickest shipping most likely, at $25.99 for the Pro, and sorry, $35.99 for the Pro, and $34.99 for the non-Pro. So it's a dollar difference, or $1.50 across the board. So I really suggest going with the Pro, although it is a little bit more complicated to learn and use. As always, I hope you guys know you're all valued and appreciated. And I'm going to go ahead and show you some nighttime beam shots. Enjoy. Hey guys, I'm outside here with the Sofirn SC21 Pro. I'm currently have the light in low, or maybe moonlight. You can only really see directly in front of you. Stage 2 is similar. Doesn't really throw light too well. 3, if somebody was in my yard, I would definitely be able to see them, even though the camera isn't picking it up too well. 4 is where the camera will start picking it up. 5, everything in front of me is very clearly visible. 6, you can see the shed clearly, all the houses, the fence, the tree. 7, everything is very, very easy to see. I can see probably about 200 feet down as far as the houses go. Although I know it doesn't really show up in the camera. And then turbo. Oh man, it is cold out tonight. And that's the SC21 Pro.